Hello. How's it going today?
Going alright.
Great location.
Kind of last remaining here is,
Yeah.
you can see all that. It's all going to be houses.
Yeah, they just started knocking those groves. That's crazy. And do you ever see them ride often there? Or not as much anymore?
No, barely.
Yeah.
Barely as much, not really. Every now and then someone's out there, but
That's
I
so
mean,
cool.
as you can see, it's
I believe this used to be orange groves, like whatever this is here.
Yeah,
When I was a lot younger, we used to ride our four-wheelers right on the line there, so we could watch them practice and stuff. Oh man, those were the good days.
Oh yeah, like some of those hills are just covered in grass. It's been quite a while, but I mean, it is what it is now. Like I said, all this house is coming in. And
I know, it's crazy, man. Well,
yeah.
hopefully they don't try to push you guys out of here or whatever, or hopefully it doesn't push you away. But
so Powerline Road, it's supposed to end up coming right down the side.
Oh,
of this fence line right here.
The Polk Parkway East.
Nope. That is going way down there.
There's another road.
Yep. So Powerline Road, that goes kind of like through Haines City.
Yeah.
Into like Davenport.
Yep.
They're gonna keep bringing that because it runs north and south. They're gonna keep bringing it.
They're gonna extend it.
Yep. They're gonna bring it like,
just straight
on one side of the sand mine and then come right down
that
side. And I think it's supposed to end at Kokomo over there.
When are they starting that? Who knows, right?
By the time they start, the other parkway extension, stuff like that.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I didn't know about that.
Yeah. And everything over here on this side of the fence, I guess, is like that's the few little trees left.
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to be like a city park or something like that.
Huh. Interesting.
For all the people moving in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But I'll show you where me and my family were all in this car.
Mm-hmm.
It was raining pretty hard, and we were driving, and then all of a sudden it just kind of like I could feel something just rattle, and it just stopped dead. And ever since then.
And did you get it towed back here?
Yeah.
You did. Okay.
Yeah, we towed it back here.
Huh. And what will it do? Nothing? Or is it dead now?
Well, I do know that the lines are a little bit corroded.
Let's see here. So you were driving and then boom, it just...
Yeah. You want a napkin?
Yeah, I'm just gonna make sure it has oil.
It does have an oil leak.
Okay. Yeah, because my...
But usually when it's running, so...
Because my first thought was to... Hello!
This is my dad, Jason.
Hello, nice to meet you, sir. My first thought was to check the oil and just see what it looks like. It is bone dry, so that's a little concerning there. But
is it low now?
Yeah, there's nothing on the stick. Let me just...
There was oil in it when we towed it back and stuff. That was one of the things I did too, was check the oil.
Yeah, I don't see anything on it at the moment. Now
I can dump some in it though. But,
will it turn over if we put power to it?
Yeah, I can go ahead and crank it right here.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep. Okay. Yeah, that doesn't sound normal, does it? No. Yeah. One of my first guesses, I don't want to jump to conclusions, I'll do what I can to verify it, but it sounds like it may have jumped time or something with the timing possibly, because it, as you can tell, it doesn't sound like it has compression, it just sounds like it's just turning over.
We tried shooting some
I tried ether in there, some starting fluid, just see if if it was fuel or not,
and nothing.
Yeah,
nothing
on ether.
Yeah, that sound is very familiar to me. That winding over. You notice how it doesn't feel like it has any oomph to it. It's just so. Let's see, some of these you can. I'm gonna just hook up a scanner and see if I can get any codes and see. And how long has it been inoperable? Or how long has it been sitting here since you...
The day that it happened was October 5th.
Okay, so it's been a little while.
Yeah.
This should give me a little idea of what's going on here too, this scan.
But I mean, that's what it sounded like the day it happened.
So like that morning too when you started it up, you mean? Or like after it broke down and then you tried to start?
After it broke down the next morning, or not the next... This actually happened the day before we left to go on a cruise.
Oh, shoot.
And so after we got back, like I'd say like a week later or so, and you know, like I said, we tried shooting ether in it a couple weeks ago, or a month or so ago. So like, this is the consistent sound of ever since it broke down of what it sounds like.
So I'm getting 2 codes: intake air temp sensor and camshaft position sensor A. Circuit bank 1. Let me see. I'm just gonna turn it over so I can listen again.
Yeah. Oh, hold on.
Oh yeah, she's probably getting low now. I got a battery pack I'll hook up. I think
it's not the battery, it's the terminals are a little corroded.
Oh, okay.
Try now.
All right. I got a little socket here, see if maybe that'll help. Have you had this car for a while?
My wife has, yes. But,
all right, that's a little better there. All right, let me see what it does now. Yeah, sounded like it almost cranked over then, huh?
It does that sometimes, every now and then.
Yep. I guess another thing too would be maybe it just has low compression, like a blown head gasket. I might have seen that too, but like I said, I don't want to jump to any conclusions, but it has plenty of coolant in. I'm curious how much oil is actually in it if I were to drain it and see.
We could dump a quart and see how much it brings it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or are you wanting to look and see if there's anything in the oil? Milky?
Maybe, yeah. Might be just for your benefit, so you know. Okay, so it seems like this thing has really low compression. You can just hear it. So I don't think I have my compression tester with me, but I mean the car's not really going anywhere, so I could always come back. Oh, I've got something actually. I got this here. I just remembered. Yeah, I got like a transmission dipstick. That's
okay.
Should fit.
For some reason that didn't want to do it. I have this.
Okay.
I just want to make sure y'all use it.
Looks like
Hit something, but let me try again.
it's weird because it's no bigger than that.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, you got it there.
You want another napkin?
It's hard to tell if it went down and hit like
try
that.
and push it down there, and we can even do this if you want.
I'm trying to think if there's a sight hole or anything. Oh, actually, yeah, right here, I think. All right, I'm gonna go grab my inspection mirror. You want? Would you? Yeah. I just don't want to knock it over. Okay.
Ready?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that top pulley didn't even spin.
Okay.
So, let me just check the back one. I know it's not going to spin, but I just want to cover all my bases. Go ahead. All right, there's your key. I'm just going to get the VIN, and I'll let you know as soon as I can.
I can try and read, but the numbers are all...
What would you do? Would you pull the spark plugs for? How would you check to see if it nailed anything?
Yeah, you just pull the spark plugs and use that cam and just look in there and just make sure everything looks normal, you know. But I would say, I mean, I did pull one and I looked, I didn't look down in there, but I looked at the plug and it looked normal, you know. Yeah. So I don't really suspect it to be an issue.
Nick, were you living in Colorado or is that your brother?
My brother.
Okay.
Yep, my little brother Timmy. I told them he's doing like tomato farming and cactus farming and all sorts of stuff.
Wow.
He also does quail eggs. So he raises quail and sells the eggs at the farmers markets. And he's like, he lives in the mountains and he's just like the opposite of me, just super like free and just like we'll sleep on a park bench and he'll be perfectly happy, like not homeless, but like just, you know, super, you know.
Does he have any land or anything?
He has something. I don't know exactly what it is.
Somewhere where you're gonna do your quail in the trunk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
yeah, he has a
have
spot.
An incubator and all that, so you got to have something.
Yeah.
Is it like one of the co-op type farms?
Something like that. Yeah, they have like a bunch of greenhouses, and he has a couple of them, and I think he works something out with the owner and also pays. But yeah, it's really cool. And then he does a lot of like snow sports and snowboarding. I actually lived in Maine. I actually just moved back here a year ago. I was in Maine for almost 11 years.
Oh wow. Okay.
Almost up by Canada. And so I lived in the cold.
Yeah.
In a place the exact opposite from here.
How's your mom doing?
She's doing all right. She's just, you know.
We saw her at church after.
It's a Florida vehicle. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, as far as I know.
Yeah, it looks good underneath. And
but like the dash, the air condition works, but when you turn it on,
yeah,
the display doesn't work.
oh yeah, I saw the mileage thing there.
It's the same thing with the little dash display. It's just kind of all.
Is that from the sun just beating on it?
I don't know. Like you can.
30 years old.
You can.
Yeah.
Take all this stuff, but like look, see how it's all.
Oh wow.
On the inside.
Yeah.
It all came up and whatnot. And
Where's
same
this?
thing
Is this an 01?
03?
03? Yeah. Just old. I mean, daggum Honda though, man.
Yeah, Hondas and Toyotas are definitely those cars that last forever if you take care of them.
Yeah, I mean I drove it to like Miami twice last year, and
nice.
At least it is.
Yeah.
That's one of those things that's going to go when it goes.
Yeah, the only thing would be just like, I don't know how much it'll leak once the valve covers are fixed, but that would be the only thing, like religiously keeping up with the oil,
and
you
that's,
know?
Yeah, that was...
They did just pour oil and pour oil and pour oil. It smoked like a fiend, man, because it's just running down onto the
Yeah,
headers,
yeah, I can see that right there on the front, yeah.
Making a mess everywhere it goes. It leaves a puddle. But
yeah, like I said, when I took it to Miami too, I like took some spare oil
leak
with
down in on the belt, so does it? No, that's going to go on the outside.
Yeah, on the back and front.
Yeah, that's a pretty good job though.
Yeah.
Like I said, you got to take all that apart.
Timing belts are a lot more tolerable than timing chains and stuff, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So,
get it all lined back up and da da da.
Yep.
My eyes aren't what they used to be, man. I'll be sitting there trying to find the TDC mark. I'll be taking me probably 6 days just to find it anymore.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Well,
Sounds good. I will. I'll let you know. I'd say tomorrow. I'll give you a text. So.
That's fine.
Alrighty. Well, nice to meet you.
Yes, sir.
Nice
You say
to see you
$50?
again.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
15? Okay,
Appreciate
well,
you.
Yes, sir. Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll take
And nice to see all of you again. It was. I'll let my mom know I ran into you.
Oh, yeah. Please do.
Alrighty.
Pretty neat.
Y'all have a good Christmas.
All right,
Thank you.
as well.
Thank you.